Good afternoon and welcome from Icon Siam on the west side of the Chao Phraya River in Bangkok City. And what an amazing view this is. So this is like 7 stories up and there's a viewing terrace. And what an amazing view of the city you can get here. So Icon Siam is a colossal shopping centre / events area. And today there is the 2024 Entertainment Awards going on. So I'll have a walk around and see if I can see anything interesting. If you are in Bangkok for New Year's Eve, or countdown as they call it here, I'd say this is probably one of the best places to spend New Year's Eve. It is absolutely amazing. So down on the river, they'll have a load of pontoon boats, and there's literally millions of dollars worth of fireworks fired off over about a 40-minute period. Now these condos here, obviously, on New Year's Eve go for a colossal amount of money because the view will be outstanding. But if you go to the east side of the river, so this place just here, it's called River City, and I don't know if you can see there's a helicopter landing pad there, but a couple of years ago we went there on the helicopter landing pad. I think it was about 4,000 baht a person. You could take your own beers and a bite to eat and that, and you got to see the fireworks with an amazing view at a fraction of the cost. And obviously all these condos and hotels, for New Year's Eve you could rent a room and you could see the fireworks display. I know Icon Siam this year have a barbecue on the roof and it's 60,000 baht per table, and you can have a maximum of 10 people on the table. So I personally think for a New Year's Eve, it's not badly priced at that, 6,000 baht per person, and obviously it's an all-night event. If you did come for New Year's Eve, just remember it's a little bit hard getting in and out of the area, and you are going to be sort of stuck around here. You won't be able to plan on visiting here and then attempting to get somewhere else. It's just not going to happen. So we'll have a walk inside, see what's going on. And it's a place that I've not really spent much time, if I'm honest. I was here a couple of weeks ago and I visited the medical museum, which is just round the corner. But the actual shopping mall itself, I've not really spent any time here. But I've just had a bite to eat, and food is one of the big things here. And food is going to be one of the things that I'll be showing you as we have a walk around. So like I said, the 2024 Entertainment Awards are on today. So you've got all your young fans here waiting for a glimpse of their favourite superstar. And the event is in the main ballroom today. So I'm not 100% sure how well the waterfall comes out on camera, but it is pretty cool when you see it in real life and they can like spell words as the letters fall to the floor. And if you want to get close up to it, there's quite a few restaurants where you can eat around the bottom. So this is just down on the 6th floor, and it's full of sort of the bigger commercial restaurants that are famous in Asian dining. So you've got lots of Japanese restaurants, and then some of the big Thai Michelin guide restaurants as well. So you will find a lot of the Thai restaurants, the small independents that get a Michelin guide recommendation. Eventually they'll get commercial backing, and then they'll get a place also in the bigger malls or multiple malls. So obviously to rent a place in an establishment like this, you're talking millions of baht a month. But you will find some really good food here. Just looking there, we've got Cam's Rolls, 1 Michelin star in Michelin Guide. You've got Ban Ice, which specialises in southern Thai food. We've just eaten there at Icon, which specialises in chicken. And if you do eat there, I'd definitely recommend the chicken sausage. I know it sounds quite simple, but it is really, really, really good. I never used to really be a big fan of malls, but I suppose as I'm now closer to 50 than I am 40, I do sort of appreciate the air conditioning and the ease. And it's nice to have a walk about as well, you know. You're in a nice cool environment. In a place like this, you can get a good few thousand steps in a few hours. So I must admit, I do sort of enjoy nipping to the mall now. There's also cinema, there's events complexes as well, so there's always things sort of on the 6th floor that's going on. We'll have a venture down, and there is a sort of a fake floating market and various food courts as well that we can have a look at. But it really is just a maze of escalators that get you trapped in to keep you spending. And Christmas approaches as well, so it's 1st of December today, so I presume they've got a absolutely huge, outrageous Christmas tree as well. We'll see what we can find. So it looks like Mr. Ramsey's deciding to open up in Thailand now, so we've got a bread street coming. I believe his bread street restaurant's in London, and if you're just out in the mall and you fancy a new Volvo, there's a Volvo showroom. The thing with European cars, that no matter how much you like a European car, over here the numbers just don't add up for me. You know, there's 100% import tax on European cars coming into Thailand, and for the availability of Japanese cars that are either made fully in Thailand or finished in Thailand, so they get around the tax importation loophole, it's just not worth it. But if you see somebody driving a sort of £100,000 sports car in Bangkok, well, that car's cost 200,000 with the import tax, so it's serious money to drive a European car or a sports car that's been imported in. And only reason to do it, I presume, is for status, to show people that you've got that sort of money. But you can get decent Japanese cars over here for very well priced. I think as new. Second hand, they're not very well priced. They really hold the money, but you can get a sort of a new Toyota, Nissan, Isuzu, really well priced. H&M must be doing pretty well. They've got 3 floors right in the centre of the mall. brand wise, I say it's just like any other European mall. You know, you've sort of got all your well-known high street brands that you'd find in Europe, and also the sort of leading Japanese high street brands as well. So you've got Muji, which is sort of a Uniqlo slash Zara home sort of place. Under Armour, Vans, Crocs, JD Sport just up here. So you're not going to feel out of place if you're a Westerner, if you're coming to shop in a Bangkok mall. Crocs, if you're an expat over there, have you got a pair of Crocs? I certainly have. And I don't mind nipping to 7-Eleven late on a night in my pyjamas and Crocs. I think that's when you know that you're that you feel that you've settled in. If you're into trainers, there's like loads of, you know, JD Sports and stuff like that, but there's a lot of sort of collectors trainer shops, and I think you've got a really unique Adidas and Nike shop in Icon Siam. I'll have a look and see if I can find it, but I know a lot of the sort of sneakerheads come here to find rare and unusual trainers to sell online. So this is like the luxury area of the mall. So you've got all your big names. You've got Louis Vuitton, you've got 2 floors here, Bulgari, Dolce & Gabbana, Prada, Gucci. So if that's your type of thing, all that's here for you. And the bizarre way which, even if it's for sale and you've got the money, not always they'll sell you it. I find that so strange that some of these like top-end coutures, you have to sort of prove yourself as a customer before you get access to certain products. It's very strange. It's a nice, interesting shop. Loads of mad amethysts from around the world. And with the other mall, part of the mall, had the Volvos and Minis and the Beamers for sale. In the luxury part, you've got Maseratis, and also Porsche. So you can come and buy yourself a new Hermes belt for £3,500, and then get yourself a nice £300,000 sports car all the same afternoon. So I just asked the young lady in the Maserati showroom if I could make a quick vid. I would have zero idea how much something like this would cost over here. So this is the last floor of sort of high-end fashion from Europe. And when I see all these, you know, high-end shops that are in every, you know, huge shopping mall in Bangkok, I sort of used to think, you know, what's the market and who is the market? But believe, you know, the market is here. And actually the smuggling of high-end fashion brands, you know, your Gucci, Prada, Dior, Chanel, from Europe to Thailand is a massive black market, a huge market. So the availability of certain items in the high-end fashion industry are only available in certain stores, and just because they're available, it doesn't mean that the store will sell it to you. So people that are in the know, you know, that are in the loop and have these stores on their speed dial, they can buy products, and if they can get them into the country without being caught with all the original packaging, they can make a serious amount of money, because the resale market is certainly there. And if it's an item that has never been sold in Thailand, so let's say you get yourself a Dior bag and you pay, let's say you pay £10,000 for it. If it's a bag that's in demand and has never been for sale in Thailand, you can put £3,000-4,000 on top of that, and it will sell. I found it very bizarre when I was shown this and explained this, but believe this market is definitely here. But if you get caught at the airport, they're very clued up, and you will have a hefty tax bill. So if you are going to do it, make sure you do your research and make sure you've got a way to get them in. So I'm just at the river now. So various different companies operate going north and south, the length of the river, and obviously east and west, so you can cut across to the other side. So we started originally up there on the 7th floor, and I'm going to head now into the food court areas. But if you are visiting Bangkok for the first time, definitely use the river boats, because you can get, you know, north and south definitely so quickly around the city compared to a taxi. And they are all simple, you know, they've all got maps showing exactly where they operate, and at fraction of the cost of a taxi as well, obviously, because the journey's so quick, you're not going to get stuck anywhere in a massive traffic jam. So give them a go. So this is just entering the massive basement food hall. That crispy pork looks pretty good, like. So if you are like a bit concerned about trying street food, but you've always wanted to, but you worry about the hygiene, and I get it when you're on the street and there's buses driving past belching out diesel fumes and dust and general, you know, the grime of the city in the air. I get that people would not want to eat there, but if you want to try street food classics in a clean environment, definitely come here, because you'll get all the famous dishes, but these, you know, hygiene regulation here, so all the stalls have a little hygiene rating on them with a little thumbs up and a little chef next to them, so you'll be able to try all the classic dishes and not be concerned about digesting any pollution. The prices, I think, are pretty good. So you might pay, let's say you pay 60% more, but you're in a massive shopping mall that's air conditioned. When you look at the food as well, you can see it's of a higher standard than it would be on the street, or the cooked food anyway. I wouldn't buy any fruit here. The fruit's sort of highly inflated, and you know, you can get just as good a food from a market. But definitely the food's pretty good. And if you fancy a bit of barbecue crocodile, this is the place to be. And it's not bad, to be fair, barbecue crocodile, or cooked anyway. I thought it'd have a gamey taste, but it's sort of a fibrous, sort of like a turkey breast when you get it in a steak form. So yeah, give it a try, it's worth trying. Had the style fried chicken, more crispy pork. The food court has various different areas. So they have a southern, a central, an east and northern sort of area, so you can try the delicacies of them different areas. Bird's nest soup, or bird's nest for sale, 22,000 baht for that there, and 59,500 for that box of bird's nest there. I think a lot of the bird's nest, to be honest, comes from Cambodia now and Myanmar. But I know it's a very valued food product in China. And I know a lot of Chinese tourists stock up on it, or the wealthier Chinese tourists stock up on it at the airport when they're making their way home. Japanese style takoyaki rolls. Right, if you've made it to the end of the vid, thank you very much for watching. I was hoping that there was going to be a sort of an 100-foot Scandinavian Christmas tree decorated here, but it is only 1st of December, so, and it's a Sunday, so maybe when they're closed tonight there'll be a few hundred men and women decorating the old mall, and it'll have a different look tomorrow. But thanks again for watching. If there's any comments or questions, just leave them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.